into one of those like filters.
Filter. So this is kind of be like a dark version. Do I look dark?
A little bit. Yep. Very shadowy. Let me switch some lights on.
I don't know. What do you think? You're calling. You're technical.
It's all about the audio, not the visual.
All right, well, get your audio dialed in because you ain't even close to your mic.
I gotta move my chair.
Oh, my Lanta.
There we go. Now you gotta reframe me. Is that better? As far as the mic goes?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning and welcome back to PEI Canada Shawls. I was going to say love and shawls at the same time. Now, I have had, usually, I don't usually. Normally, I would say I'm not drinking yet, but.
Judy is a very good host and cook.
We did have mimosas already.
Yes. Thank you, Judy. Oh, good.
And we are headed to Baggies.
Baggies or Maggies?
Maggies at 2, which, kind of have that goal in my mind of what I'm trying.
No, stop.
I can't talk
Jeffrey,
about it.
no, it's not a good thing.
I'd like to say one time that I could do it.
Why is that even
Because it would just be cool to say I did it.
cool by what?
By my standards. In my mind, it would be cool to do. I know I could do it
All right.
and pull it off.
Hopefully it doesn't send you to the hospital.
No, well, the one time that I was very, very close to it, Paulie had to take a drink, and then I ruined money.
Now you got to say what it is.
No, I'm not going to say.
Okay.
Should I say,
It's
should I
not
say
a
what
good
it
goal.
is?
It's not a good goal.
No, but I would just like to do it one time. Don't you have things you'd like to do
Yeah, but
that maybe aren't the best for you?
for my health,
Yeah, just to say you did it.
not that I can't even comprehend that would be a goal of mine. It's just
Look,
not,
I've never smoked a cigarette. What all the stuff you've done in your life?
yeah.
But I haven't smoked a cigarette.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'd like to drink.
Okay. It wasn't a goal though that I
Whoa.
do
Take
stuff.
it easy. Oh my land. See?
Yep. Tap the table.
Yep.
I think someone's knocking.
Stop. Enough.
Crazy dogs.
All right. Well, anyway, we'll sidestep that, or I'll sidestep that because I guess that's not going to be a good thing to try to do today.
Or not to talk about. You don't know who's listening.
Yeah, but it's not illegal.
No, not at all.
Somebody would judge me for it.
Your mental health, possibly.
How is that my mental health?
It's not good. It is not good
What's not good?
to attain that goal.
But one time?
Oh
What
my
are the
gosh.
things that you've done and put in your body?
Yeah, but they weren't goals. Like, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to use heroin. That's not a goal.
I think that it is. I think sometimes you've said, "Hey, I want to try this," so I can say that I tried it, and then I know what I've experienced. And alcohol is legal.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not breaking any laws.
No.
Okay, and I wouldn't drive, so there's a law I'm not going to break.
Okay.
So it just my own.
All right.
All right, should we move on?
Yes.
All right, as I was about to say, and I did say, and I have said, welcome back to PEI, and
We're on vacation.
a happy anniversary to you, love.
Yeah, happy
6
anniversary.
years of marital bliss.
Don't say that like you're in pain.
No, I didn't say it like I was in pain. I think we've only fought twice.
Yeah. No, for the most part.
In 6 years, that's pretty good.
Yeah. No. We managed to get along pretty well.
Yeah. Well, happy anniversary to you.
Happy
I do
anniversary.
love you, and you made an awesome shot. If anybody wants to go, check it out. Get on Instagram, and you can see that awesome shot you made on that signal goose. He was all coming in nice.
Yeah.
You're like, tell me when.
Yeah, I'm definitely not independent and knowing what I'm doing. I need a lot of guidance, but it was fun. It was good.
Yeah. Well, anyway, they can get on Instagram, check that out. I guess it's on Facebook too. Mm-hmm. Definitely on Instagram. But yes, I'm rambling. Once again, we have returned to Shawls, PEI. Prince, okay. I say PEI like everybody knows, like you should know everything I talk about, right, love? So for those who don't know, PEI stands for, excuse my voice, PEI stands for Prince Edward Island. I used to say, well, I still say it, but I guess technically you probably could drive a little further east in Nova Scotia, but I always say it's the furthest east you can drive in Canada. In a driving.
I was on Google Earth this morning, kind of
Checking it out.
looking at all that. Yeah.
Yeah, Cape Breton, I think actually, west to east probably does stick out a little further east than what PEI is.
Beautiful area.
Yeah, PEI is north. We are on the North Shore, kind of centralized.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of centralized. Maybe a little bit to the east, but basically centralized. And shoot, the North Shore, the North Atlantic, the Gulf of the St. Lawrence can't be 300 yards away from us, right out that window right there.
I think that's what I was trying to find was where it says the Gulf of St. Lawrence. St. Lawrence?
It's the Gulf of the St. Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a river comes out, opens up big, and technically it's the ocean too.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, excuse me?
I couldn't find it listed as that.
Let me show it to you.
Yes.
For those who don't know, especially when you get down east, so you go up west or down east, kind of banana-shaped island. When you get down east, as I zoom out, why does it not show that? You know why? There it is. There it is. Love.
Oh, thank you.
Kind of is, right?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends. Certain charts and maps show it differently.
Yeah.
If you go down east, North Lake, PEI is considered to be the bluefin capital of the world. We both caught big ones.
That was fun.
We both killed big ones.
Yeah.
Evidently, though, I remember when we did it, they was like, yeah, those really aren't that big. But to us, they were.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
What, 98 inches, 104 inches?
Yeah, it looks prehistoric. It's so big.
Big old fish. This is our I was here once without you. I was here in 2011. Mm-hmm. So we tried to figure out, is this the fifth or the sixth time? Mm-hmm. But regardless, each time we head north, we try to. No, we don't try to. We base our departure on what? Three letters. Three letters. I'm going to say the.
GWB.
Yeah. And for those who don't know what GWB is, what is it?
The George Washington Bridge in New York. Yeah, that's a busy place.
Yeah, so Route 95, when you head north on 95, Route 95, I guess it does start in Florida.
I think so.
Ends in Maine, or vice versa, starts in Maine, ends in Florida. But anyway, to navigate through New York City, you have to take, well, you don't have to take, there's other ways you can navigate.
But the most direct route.
But the most direct route is going on Route 95. The upper level, there's two levels of that bridge. I don't think I've ever been on the lower level.
Yeah.
Don't know that I want to be on the lower level.
Why?
I think it's probably got to be more crowded.
Yeah.
Because that's like local traffic.
Okay.
Supposedly. And or, campers with propane trucks, all that kind of stuff. I think the very first time ever, mid-70s, camping through New England, we came back through 95 South and had to be on the north. I'm sorry, not the north. We had to be on the upper level of the GWB. But yes, we in my mind, we try to pick that departure time that we're going to be across the bridge in a good time.
Yeah.
And last year, actually, we hit it at a good time. I think we'd leave at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Hit it good. There was no traffic.
There's nothing.
Yeah. But this year, and you said that you didn't think that I could pull it off, get my little bit of sleep on Saturday, but I did. I shut it down I wanted to shut it down 3 p.m. on Saturday so I could wake up at 10 p.m. so we could leave at 11 p.m. I didn't really get to sleep till about 4.
Yeah.
And then you came in and tried to.
Yeah, we don't have a bedroom door yet, so it's kind of hard to keep things quiet with the dogs.
I just put my feet together. You know what I'm feeling?
A dog?
No.
Oil.
From last night.
Ugh. We had a slight disaster last night.
Yeah, it is. I really haven't been on that side of the cottage to see it. Anyway, I didn't get to bed till about 4 p.m. Did wake up at 10 p.m. We rock and roll, and we did leave at 11 p.m.
Yep.
And at about 4 o'clock, we went across the bridge. Really wasn't that busy.
It wasn't even 4, I don't think. I think it was even
3:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did good time.
Instead of corkscrewing down instantly to get on that Route 9 thing.
The Parkway.
Yeah, we went on up a little bit further on 95, got on 278, and it was pretty much a clear drive.
Yeah.
The most disturbing thing we saw that morning was what?
It was a horrible accident. I guess a big semi-trailer truck.
He's just sitting along
the
road. I did go back and Google it. He's just sitting roadside.
Right off a ramp, I think was the problem. Yeah. And a white SUV rear-ended it. Looked like a pretty high speed.
Half of that damn thing was underneath the track.
Yeah, it was.
Underneath the trailer, excuse me.
Yeah, but we passed it just as it happened. All the emergency vehicles were kind of en route, and just a horrible thought to think that there were people in there, and some people died.
There were 6 people in there, and three passed and 3 lived.
Yep, there's some kids in the back seat.
Anyway, we got past that, boogied, and actually it was a nice trip up. So it took us about, what? Go.
I was thinking Jeff drove, of the 20 hours you drove, 19 and a half hours.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate when you did drive.
Yeah, no, it was the least I could do.
Well, we didn't drive in the dark that long. My eyes, I have to admit,
I would do better in the dark.
Do better in the daylight at my old age than we do in the evenings. So
yeah,
didn't quite have as much darkness. I don't know how did it work out though, because we left even earlier.
Yeah, I mean, we drove for 8 hours in the dark.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, regardless, whatever I'm trying to say is, it was actually a pretty painless trip. We got to the border. Really no issues there, except the fellow that came out to check us was the same one. So here, we go through the border. Well, I'll tell this story. We had to stop on the U.S. side. Now, here's a little interesting thing. More about the passports, except... I'm all over the place this morning. When we drove through, we did a U-turn to come back like we were entering the country again. Because everything coming up to that, everything says do not enter, do not enter, do not enter.
Yeah,
so I had to go like past the gate, do the U-turn and come back.
Like we were coming from Canada side.
Right.
Yeah.
And dude says, hey, he said, where are you coming from? I said, we just did a U-turn. I got a gun. Need to go fill out paperwork. He's like, you look familiar. He says, have I seen you before? I said, well, we come through every time. He says, your tag's familiar. And I was like, yeah, we're on the PEI, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, go on in. So anyway, we got the paperwork filled out. We went to the Canada side, and she swipes our passports immediately, says, where were you 10 minutes ago? Like she could tell. So U.S. and Canada must communicate passport-wise somehow. They must have some system. I don't know what the system's called.
Yeah.
Above my pay grade. But I had to say, hey, real quick, I had to go get a gun certificate, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, she was very nice to us. Didn't really care... asked us too many questions, right?
Yep, no.
He even gave us our passports and said, you know what to do, right? So usually they take them.
Yeah.
Go inside and you have to go find your passports. Anyway, we'll walk in our passports and there's like nobody in this place except for 8 officers all sitting behind their computers.
Yeah, the most amount we've seen ever.
Yeah. And the one fellow said, I can help you. So we go on up and fill out the gun paperwork, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, I want to come out and check your truck. We walk outside. I don't want to be too chummy with him, but by this point, I know that this is the guy that searched us last year.
Yeah.
So as we walk, you're getting the dogs out ahead of us, and I was like, "Hey, man," I said, "You're the one that patted me down last year." He's like, "Excuse me?" I said, "Yeah, you patted me down." I said, "I had that 9mm ammo in the door."
Yep.
And you said when you find ammo, you're going to find a handgun on somebody. You asked, "Could I pat you down?" He's like, "Oh," he started laughing. He's like, "That was I remember." He's like, "The decal, the Scoter head on the truck. What do they call them?"
What do they call? What
do they call the decal?
Stickers.
They call them a decal. He said, that decal looks familiar to me. And then he laughed. And anyway, that was pretty easy.
Yeah. But he remembered us. And last year we got the shakedown. We had the whole truck emptied last year.
2 years ago.
It was 2.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
the COVID year.
Oof. Yeah, that was not
last
good.
year, this guy came out by himself. The whole 9mm ammo, I did tell whomever at the gate that I had.
Sneeze.
You going to sneeze?
Yeah.
Well, get it done, love. Efficiently.
I can't.
Right.
Okay.
So last year, I did say I had the ammo in the door. There was no handguns in the truck.
No.
You took them out.
Yep, but I unfortunately left the ammo in there. It was my fault.
And I even told him, I was like, hey, I said, you can throw that away. Oh, she can't get down. That's a Scoter dog. You can throw that away. I don't care. He's like, no. He said, we're just really worried more about high capacity magazines. Do you have any? No, I don't have any. I said, I have that ammo. You can have it. I'll throw it away. No, don't throw it away. You can have it. Then we went back in to actually finish the gun paperwork, the shotgun paperwork. He did apologize to me saying, you're right. It was written down. I didn't see it. So I was like, okay, I just wanted to let you know I wasn't lying to you. So anyway, boogie. It started raining.
Yeah.
Started blowing.
Yeah.
And we rolled in here. I'm going to back up for a second. Going across the bridge was a little on the breezy side.
Oh, I wanted to say it again.
Say it.
Almost said it.
What is it?
Oh, it's stuck in my head.
All right, lean forward. What is it?
I want to say the same thing.
What?
You're going to give me heck about it.
No, not what?
I want to call it the Confederate, but it's not the Confederate.
No, we're not in the South.
Federate, no.
Confederation.
Thank you.
Because PEI, Prince Edward Island, is the birthplace of the Confederation.
I've got to help that dog.
Wow, I just have her. Come on, let's go to here.
Come on.
There you go. There, see? I helped her instead. It is the birthplace of the Confederation, and I've done a little bit of research since we've been here so many times, and basically that would be like the not their Declaration of Independence, but sort of kind of the I guess a combination of our Bill of Rights and the sun's popping out, our Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence. So that's Confederation was supposedly signed here on the island, and the Confederation Bridge is 18.7 kilometers. Oh, Duke! Oh, his leg, love. Had to switch up. Duke's knees are blown out. Is 18.7 kilometers, I was about to say miles, kilometers across the Northumberland Strait. And it is the longest bridge in the world over ice-covered water, except it's not ice-covered right now.
Not right now.
No. It's free to get on.
Yeah.
They don't charge you to get on the island. They charge you when you leave.
Yeah, when you go get off, it was $50.
56.
Canadian, right?
Yeah, so a little bit less. Here's the way the exchange rate works. Yesterday I got diesel fuel, had to prepay for $100. Instantly on my phone, it was $72.30. $72.30 was $100 Canadian. So the exchange rate is still very friendly to us.
Yeah.
It's been better than that.
That's pretty good, though.
Yeah, well, it was I remember $1.45 or so. Right now I think that would be like $1.32, something like that. $1.32, $1.35, somewhere in there. But yeah, my story goes, where I was trying to get to, is that we rolled in here about 7:30. It was the first time we got here early.
Yeah, not like 11 o'clock at night. Yeah.
Side note, when we enter New Brunswick, we enter Atlantic time zone, and we actually lose
an hour.
Yeah, because I had to think a second.
Yep.
Fall forward and jump back, or I don't know, what's that old saying?
Oh, I don't know, fall
back and spring forward. There we go.
There you go.
Which we're about to do that next weekend.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Yep, so I made it to Shores and
started a fire.
Immediately.
Unloaded as much as we could, sort of, kind of, at least to get our clothes and that kind of thing in. And
let the doggies stretch their legs. They did great.
Yeah, they actually a very good ride from them. Even the three of them. This year, Scooter was not here last year. So we only had two. Even when Bo was with us, he's little enough, it didn't really matter. But this was the first time we were really concerned about
3 big dogs,
all three. And we did bring the Gunner kennels along with us, but at the same time, just space is space. Yep. I'm looking at one right there.
Yeah.
That one has Duke's name on it.
It's the Dookie Safe House.
Yeah. Duke is, I don't know where I want to go with this one. Duke has been dropped from our homeowners insurance. For I don't know why.
Yeah.
And we're worried about he may be banned from Canada.
Yeah, he's working on it.
So anyway, to protect himself, actually to protect others.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, one of the Gunner kennels is inside. So we can secure him that he basically won't hurt himself and or this wonderful cottage.
Right.
And or anyone's skin.
Yeah, it's a displaced aggression issue.
We are done my first week of duck season. That was good. We got 5 of the 7 in. Friday, Saturday, it did blow pretty good. I got to say, honestly, the Saturday one didn't hurt my feelings as much as Friday because it did, got to pack the truck and got to get to sleep a little bit.
It took longer than I thought it would, the packing.
Pack the truck?
Yeah, because I had got a good bit done during the week. But
well, that I didn't think we actually brought as much as what we have in the past.
No, we haven't. I think the kennel took up a good chunk of room. So, but we didn't bring any food this time just because the exchange rate just is cheap to buy it here. Yeah. It took a long time.
Yeah, we did learn. We did learn our lesson about alcohol a couple years back.
Oh, we paid that lesson was in money.
Well, because I was honest.
Right, which is the best policy.
Well, I don't know.
Yep, yes it is.
You can bring per person, I don't know how many liters of beer, but it works out to be basically 24 12-ounce cans. Yep. Whatever that is, 8 point something liters, I think. You can bring a 750 of liquor, and I think you can bring 2 bottles of wine per person.
Okay.
But anyway, we chose just to bring some Pitboss Brown for Jeff.
Yep.
And that was actually in a splash of Crown, just so what we got here.
Yeah, we could relax.
Yeah, and she didn't have any problem at the gate.
Nope.
When I said that anyway. So, what is on your list to do the days that are remaining here on the island?
Can't believe you had said, we were arriving tonight.
I would say this time last week we would have been probably, I would say we probably were in New Hampshire. New Hampshire.
Things to do. Gosh, I have an app that has some trails on it. I'd probably like to hit some walking trails, and maybe go on a duck hunt. We did the goose hunt yesterday. I'd like to do a duck hunt. I'd like Ryan to maybe come along on that one, and just see you relax and enjoy.
Yeah, thank you. My back, I don't think I'm going to be walking anywhere with you.
I know.
But speaking about dogs, 2 days ago, we introduced Scoter, who is 9 months old, to a Canada goose. What was in your words, how did she react to it? Just to find it.
Super interested at first. She smelt it. Our friend Geoff went and put it in some long grass, so she had to wind it to find it anyway, and she was super excited. But she, it's a big chunk of bird. Like, she had to figure out how to latch onto that thing, but she did.
She did a lot of plucking of feathers.
She did.
She did a lot of barking at it.
A lot of shaking.
Yeah. But I think it was actually a very positive experience overall.
Yeah, she enjoyed it.
Yeah. So then yesterday we did not hunt with her, but we get her out of the truck. Had a nice little goose shoot, 12 birds, I guess it was. For 3 of you, and I never loaded my gun.
Nope.
So it was really just 3 of you. You could have shot 15. So you were very close there. Not that we're about numbers, but
nope.
The birds did work well. I was more than happy. We got her out. Actually, you went down, got the truck for me. Jeff had the truck and trailer, and Ben put his dog away, so we get ours out. And she came over to it, and I kind of said, hey, look. I didn't touch it, but I just talked to her about it. She yipped one time at it and picked that damn thing up, and she was gone.
She running around with it.
She ran all over the field with it.
She did, and she didn't do a whole lot of plucking or shaking.
No, the feathers were not. She was not plucking it. No shaking. She just was running around with this thing. And I was really pleased towards the end. Like, she figured out, she was kind of picking it up in the neck and shoulder area, right? And then she figured out that it's much easier. Well, it was much easier, but it seemed to be that for her to, kind of go on the back between the wings. And man, I was really proud of her.
Yeah.
She was really just running around with a bird. Like,
she was.
Just happy to carry that thing.
Yeah. We
did not promote this in her, but when she was, what would you say? 3
months old, 12 weeks.
Yeah, I was going to say 3 months old. She picked up a piece of firewood and she wanted to chew it too.
Yeah.
But she picked the thing up and would just carry it around. I was very impressed at her size that she was doing that. And she's not a big dog. What is she, 60?
She's just or maybe just a smidge over 60 now, 61, 62.
Yeah, at 9 weeks old. So, hopefully she'll...
9 months.
I'm sorry. What did I say, weeks?
Weeks, yeah.
I'm sorry.
9 months.
Thank you for the correction. 9 months old. I just said me jerk. You just hit me with the collar. Give me the correction.
Stop.
Yeah. Where am I going with this? She's not a big dog, but I would hope she'll top out at maybe just right at 70.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, she reminds me of the old Mac man. Truthfully, that's kind of how her looks and her. Well, I guess it's her breeding too.
Yeah.
It's very similar. But yeah, I was very pleased that she picked a goose up and didn't seem to have much issue with it.
No, not at all. And definitely loves the water, so I can imagine a water retreat would be like a walk in the park for her.
Yeah, and especially that first night, the next day, man, she was like on overload here. Just you were so scared she was just going to take off.
I did, yeah.
You had her collar on her just to make sure, but
she's been really, really good.
Yeah.
It's been fun watching them enjoy themselves.
No, I'm very pleased with her, and like I said yesterday, I was just pleased. Day 2, she picked a goose up, and wasn't the biggest goose in the world, wasn't the smallest goose, but I would say they were on the larger size of geese here, heavier side, and I was very pleased. So yes, I'm very pleased with her, and it should be a good spring with her. So we'll get her tuned up, get her running a blind. And you definitely can go run junior hunter with her if you want to.
It's your dog. You have to do that.
Well,
I have my dog. She is a junior.
it would be cool if we get her run a blind real quick to maybe just go and do junior and senior at the same time. Just get a lot more reps in for. Damn, hunt test though, man, the cost of them be a little costly. Cost a weekend runner in both stakes, but anyway.
She's showing potential though, so maybe it'll be kind of quick.
Yeah, 100%. All right, this is, if you do not know, this is the Pit Boss podcast brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. MyMollys.com, MyMollys, yep, on your shirt.com. We're going to beat feet home from PEI and go basically right to the Eastern Waterfowl Festival. Molly's will have their pop-up shop there. If you're halfway close to the Eastern Waterfowl Festival, Easton, Maryland, and you've never been, I would strongly suggest you do. It's going to be a great weekend. I don't know, weather-wise it'd be great, but it's a great weekend. Open air festival, at least where the Sportsman's Pavilion is, where Molly's pop-up shop is, and I'm trying to think whatever. They'll have all kinds of deals. And last year, with their improved internet, which we still are sucking on our internet, but with their improved internet, they were able to sell long guns at the show. So instead of sending everybody back to the store, you could actually buy a long gun right there at the show. So that's a good thing. East Waterfowl Festival, 10, 11, 12 of November, 11, 12, 13, something like kind of like that. You gonna look real quick? Yeah, you can. I think
we should know it, but
I think it's 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
The 10th of Friday. The 10th.
It is. Friday's the 10th.
Okay,
yep.
so 10, 11, 12. That's good. Excuse me. I think the mimosa got me. But yes, if you halfway close, please stop by mymollys.com, MyMollys.com. If you're not local, you can still get on their webpage, enter for the Polaris 570. It's free to enter. Yeah. All you're doing is giving up your email address as well as, I'm not a deer hunter, but a 12.5x5 deer blind. And supposedly, well, that sounded bad when I say supposedly, but their claim to fame is, again, I'm not a deer hunter, but they have the quietest windows in the industry. Sounds like a pretty bold claim to me, but I don't know. Molly's Place Sporting Goods, and at Molly's pop-up shop in Easton, Maryland, Dirty Duck Coffee will be there. So selling the Pit Boss, well, actually Molly's exclusive Pit Boss's Duck Boat Dark, along with all their other roasts and blends and flavors. So Buck and Jay will both be there under the Molly's tent, pop-up shop in Easton, Maryland. So again, if you're halfway close, please swing by. I don't know, you can follow along obviously on social media too. We'll put up a lot of content. I know that Molly's will is, as well as Dirty Duck Coffee, dirtyduckcoffee.com. Next up, love. In no particular order.
Crabs to go.
Crabs to go. Easily found on Route 50 and 589, West Ocean City, Berlin.
Yep.
Right next to the casino, right across from Walmart. Today we would take advantage of it, is their NFL special where you get what?
Buy two, get one free of steamed or raw, right?
Yep, you get them raw if you want. Do them on your own, or they can steam them for you.
Yeah, steam them. Do it.
We choose having them steamed because they're better.
They're so good with the cocktail sauce.
Yeah. I think the Delight is better on me now than you.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, you got the prettier face, so.
Oh, thank you, love. Next, Dirty Duck Coffee. Molly's Place Sporting Goods, Dirty Duck Coffee, Crabs to Go.
We cheated on Crabs to Go.
Crabstogo.com. What?
We cheated on them last night.
How so?
What do we have?
We couldn't get Mojo Oyster from them?
No, but we made our own single fry.
Yeah. But we couldn't get.
No, we had to.
How do you say we're cheating on them?
Because we enjoyed some other ones.
Oh, well. We're out of the country, love.
Yeah, they were so good.
They really were.
But we had to shuck them ourselves. That was some work.
Your finger looks worse than mine. I just have this little thing. You still have a Band-Aid.
Yeah, it's still bleeding.
The shell got you, the knife got me.
No, that was the knife.
Oh, the knife got both of us.
Yeah.
My excuse is I woke up and I was on the tired side when I started shucking.
All right. Who's next? Gunner Kennels.
Crabstogo.com. Sadly, they do not ship nationwide anymore. No. All right. Now what, love? Say it.
Gunner Kennels.
Gunner.com. Man's best kennel.
Yeah, absolutely.
We did a couple cool videos on TikTok and Instagram, and Gunner put some money behind it. So they're sponsored ads. Cool. First time I've done anything like that. And in my feed, they've actually popped up a couple times.
Cool.
So when you see it says sponsor underneath it.
It was a fun little project we did with a time lapse putting it together.
Yeah, so their Flyway series this year was the Atlantic Flyway, was the Chesapeake. I'm looking at one right now. What would you call that? Some people call it a Chesapeake Bay Brown, Chesapeake Bay Retriever Brown, and or you could say it is the brown of a pintail, Drake pintail. Some people could say it is.
Looks like chocolate brown.
Is the color of the Susquehanna Flats and the Susquehanna River after a good storm.
That's the idea, yeah.
But they've got a bunch of different drops coming out right now, but this is the Flyway series. I don't know the Susquehanna Flyway series. I don't know the particulars of it, but they will be at the Easton Waterfowl Festival also, and we will be doing some kind of a giveaway with them. So more information to come on that. So if you're interested in a kennel for your number 1 pup or your number 2 pup or your number 3 pup, check out gunner.com. What's up? Next love.
Turtle box.
Ours is still sitting outside. I did bring the charge. I think we're going to need to charge that bad boy. But it is a great Bluetooth. I was going to say, I had almost a little brain fart there. How does it connect? It connects. You can hook it with a wire too. But it is a great Bluetooth speaker. I've really found this year, especially with carving decoys amongst the dust collection system and the bandsaw, I can still hear
the music.
Yeah, hear it. Yeah. It is very clear, undistorted, but it is very loud.
Yeah, no, for sure. Waterproof, loud. They kind of are just heavy duty quality, rugged speakers.
We started off with the Gen 1, and I didn't know this. I thought the second one was a Gen 1 too, but evidently it's a Gen 1.5, and then the latest and greatest is the Gen 2. So you can get on if you're looking, have any thoughts of getting a Bluetooth speaker that is great outdoors. It is waterproof, dustproof, all. I won't say it's indestructible because I'm sure I could run the truck over it and crush it, but it is pretty hard. I think you could hurt somebody with it.
Probably. You
could whack them, use it as a weapon if need be too. But turtlebox.com. Thank you.
Who do we have? Duck Water Boats.
Duck Water Boats. Steve Hoover thinking here we are. I don't think Steve's going to make it to the Eastern Waterfowl Festival, but duckwaterboats.com. What did you said the other day you saw on one of his Instagram? Oh, the bow
thruster. Yep. Very cool.
Yep.
Very cool. 32 feet would be, if boat is in the wind, a bow thruster would certainly be a nice addition.
I got to say, there was twice in the last 5 days that we hunted, I did have to make a second attempt to get close to the run her in hard, depends on which way the wind's blowing. I'm very routine of how I want to bring the boat in. If the wind was on the other side, I guess I could go to the other side of the pier. We use basically floating piers. What is it? There's six ins and outs, so there's a lot of choices there to do it. But yeah, I don't have a bow thruster on the world's largest duck boat, which is the Ocean 32, which love is powered by
Suzuki 350 with the duo prop.
I took all that other stuff out, so all you have to do is say what the engine is.
Yeah.
What's you powered by? I talked
a Suzuki 350 with a duo prop.
There we go. Steve, thank you very much. Duck Water Boats, New Philadelphia, Ohio. Lastly, but not least, love.
Duck Blind Bistro.
Yes. We brought 2 of them with us. We have yet actually to use them here.
Yeah, we haven't had the opportunity, I guess.
No, not really. But it's actually great. It's the ultimate outdoor oven. What is the one thing you found out though when we got here? As far as Pillsbury and biscuits.
I haven't. They didn't have the grands, the Pillsbury grands, the big ones, which would be 8 servings. This is the small ones, and I think there's 10 in there. I have to look. But yeah, they have the cinnamon roll grands, the big ones. So we'll see how this configures in the pan.
I'm getting warm.
Yeah.
Duckblindbistro.com. It is the ultimate outdoor oven. I tried to talk John Paul and Jay coming to Easton, and they're headed to, I believe, Central America or South America to fish.
Oh, nice.
On a fishing expedition, so they will not be in attendance at Easton.
Look forward to seeing
on
their
November
pictures.
10, 11, and 12, now that I have that ingrained in my mind.
Good.
How about Whaleyville Wagon-Tails, love?
Yeah, Whaleyville's on a little hiatus on vacation, but when we get back, we'll, open up the Rover schedule again and start accepting some more bookings.
If we were, not that I'm not going to acknowledge what you just said, but if we were just starting this, I think I would have to take off the retro Bill Saunders hooded sweatshirt. I'm actually getting...
You're breaking a sweat.
Actually, I just started to.
You want to pause it?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just saying. I'm just getting warm. Is the fire still rolling?
Barely.
Oh,
barely.
Well, for some reason, I just got warm. Whaleyville Wagon-Tails.
Menopause.
Huh? What? Pause what? I didn't hear what you said.
It's
Menopause? Hardly, love. You talking about yourself?
No.
All right, and lastly, but not least, sometimes this podcast is sponsored by Pitboss Waterfowl. I still have Christmas open. Had a couple people interested in the date, and yes, I am very serious that I would take somebody on Christmas, December 25th, which happens to be a Monday this year. Last year was a Sunday; it didn't come into play. But more importantly, we are booking for the 24-25 season, and out of the 60 days next year, I actually just took a 2-day deposit since we've been here. And
really?
Yeah, and then there was another 4 days that are in play. So I'm saying we're like probably 15, 16 of the 60 booked.
Wow.
So it just happens quicker each year. I'm very thankful to everyone who hunts with us. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. The only thing I can't control is that Mother Nature.
Weather.
Yeah, and the weather.
Yeah.
So the first 6 days, actually first 7, we got the 5 in, like I said before. I'm looking forward to get home. 10, 11, 13, and 14, we got Monday, Tuesday, we got Dirty Duck Coffee aboard. So that should be a good hunt.
Yeah.
15, 16, 17 is how should I say? Is your favorite gun company. You don't have to say it, but they'll be aboard. And then that's all I have imprinted in my mind. Those 5 days.
Okay.
I'm not sure on Saturdays. Oh, yeah. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday is another gun company. So that is my first full 6 days when we get back.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. So
good.
If you're watching on YouTube, I'm looking into the camera right now. Thank you very much. If you could, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. If you have any thoughts, comments, questions, please leave them down below. And if you're just listening to any of the normal podcast. Yeah, I just need to slow down. If you're listening to any of the other podcast platforms, we appreciate that too.
So what's with your Instagram, that post? Where are we at today?
Oh, yes. Thank you. It's crazy, and it's good comments, positive comments. Well, I think it's, when I say positive, there's, okay. I'm going to slow down. There are hunter comments, and there's positive comments from hunters, and there's maybe, playful comments that are slightly negative from hunters, and then there's flat out mean or nasty comments from hunters, but then it turns into anti-hunters or people that are not pro-hunters. So I won't say they're anti, but they're not pro-hunters. But the one reel right now is up to 710,000 views. I just posted up last week.
Crazy.
So I mean, that thing, I bet you it'll hit 1 million.
Oh my gosh.
I probably. And the more interaction, I don't know how the algorithm work, and I don't know all the backside of it, but I do know the more interest there is, the more that it just goes up. So
yeah, it's of a, what was it, a common Skoda?
It's just a young Skoda. Comes through, and the boat was perfect, right, positioned perfectly. I really do need to slow down.
Positioned perfectly, and it had at least three attempts of it.
Well, the person sitting in the bow goes bang, 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 and you can see clearly behind, and you can't see other two shooters. Either one person shot twice or two shot one time, but the bird didn't get touched at all.
No, it's crazy.
But it is a good video.
It's crazy, but people don't realize, you have the boat moving, right? But you also have, there's the swell, of. The birds are navigating the swell as well, so their movements are just straight up unpredictable.
Well, that or Stephen BLO will tell you that you sat and watched this thing come from forever. It's not the reaction shot, right? You're just like, you're starting to panic. It was almost like you with that goose yesterday, right? Like you watched it come for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, but out in the ocean, you don't have a measurement of distance.
Perception, depth perception. How about that? Or perception of the depth because...
You have no stationary object.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the decoys are there, but at the same time, it's not like you can go get out, walk over to them, and that kind of thing. But,
so people like to give these poor people a hard time about missing birds, but, oh, man, you got to come along with Jeff, and you can see how well you do.
But like I said, some of them, hey, I've been there and done that. You know, they're like, they're just, you know, they're commenting to comment in a positive way. And then there's some, again, that are, again, hunters that will be playfully saying, hey, you suck. And then there's other hunters that they're meaning you suck. Kind of thing, right? That's, you're horrible. You should throw your gun in the ocean, kind of thing, right? But then again, like then there's people that are like not for hunting saying stuff, and then there's people that like I don't even know what they're saying because I have to hit translate to read.
It doesn't translate,
and they don't translate, and you can kind of I can kind of tell. I believe I can tell whether it's a positive comment or a negative comment.
Yeah, by the emojis.
Yeah. But if you want something to laugh at, if you want something to comment on, if you want to see how a bird can fly through at 25 yards and not get hit, it's Instagram, pitbosswaterfowl, but I'm trying to think how far down. It would be...
was it 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah. Well, it was mid... That would have been Thursday's hunt. So so a week ago Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, so that doesn't mean anything to anybody. It would have been about 10 days ago. So.
Okay.
But yeah, kind of. Are you going to check it right now?
Yeah, it would be...
You going to give us the date exactly?
The 19th.
19. Oh, I thought you were going to look for the reel. Here, give me that thing. I'll find it real quick. You talk amongst yourself, please. No, talk amongst yourself. So
we have Halloween coming up. The weather's turning... definitely on the cooler side. They're even calling for possible, some snow flurries. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but that'll be fun. Judy and I are going to hit up
711,000 views currently. Here, let's see. 1 miss, 2 miss, 3 miss, 4 miss, 5 miss, 6 miss, 7, 8. Ooh. We have 8,575 likes, 320 comments, 677 shares, and it's what I said the views are. 711,000 views. So
crazy.
I don't get it, man. Here's one with 72,000, right next to a 14,000, right next to 25,000, right next to another 25, right next to 74,000, right next to 23,000. I just don't, the rhyme and reason of all these views. I just, here's one 304,000, 96,000, 60,000, 43,000. Like it's just
this time of year. It's busy.
Yeah, but just like what is the rhyme and reason?
We don't know.
I guess if I knew, or somebody knew, then they'd be able to.
No, I think there's an infinite amount of variables that can either make it go viral or not.
All I know is my personality. Is it my personality addictive?
Addictive? You have addictive personality?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm asking you. You know what? Not going to hurt my feelings either way. All right, so my addictive personality, I will admit that I am definitely addicted to Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
My daughter Molly got me into it years ago. I was like, wow, if I could have 1,000 followers, that'd be cool. Like, post up pictures and like work to like.
I remember like hedging on 10,000. It was like, wow. That's
but
crazy.
yeah, this is the time of year where. I just hit the wrong one. This is the time of year where, like, it's my content, whatever. We really do grow this time of the year. So.
Yep.
All right, love. It's not getting late, but we want to try to watch a game or two. Plus, we got to get ourselves ready to head on over to Maggie's. There's no clock on the wall other on my phone, so I do miss a clock on the wall occasionally.
10:37.
Yeah.
We got go to Paulie's and Stacy's.
Yep.
Cheers to Maggie at Maggie's Pub.
Yep, Paulie did lose Maggie, and Stacy and Paulie lost Maggie.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
I was
I said
a
within
little
the last
longer
month.
than that.
A little bit longer than that.
I would say.
Well, That is always the roughest part. It's the kind of thing too. Like I think I said this before. Like maybe you do think about it. I don't think about it. But when you buy a puppy, like the chances are you're going to outlive the thing. And I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing you don't want to think about when you get them. But that is the suckiest part of owning a dog.
Yep. But they just fill you up in between.
So speaking of dogs, I can't even. Many people sent it to me. I've seen it everywhere, and I can't even. Nova Scotia, that great white that killed that guy's dog.
Oh God, I don't want to think about it.
I can't even. I've not read that article. I just don't want to. I've commented a couple different times, saying that I can semi understand the sickness of witnessing that because of my experience with a large tiger shark.
We're very lucky.
But yeah, anyway,
but that was 10 years ago, and Jeff will never. That was a lesson learned, and it was a very important lesson.
I've talked about it before, but just real quick, we were in the Banks 25. The tiger shark was, I said it was 10 feet, and everybody, the guys in the boat, like it's half the length of the boat. We drove right beside the shark, and what I remember was the girth of this thing. It was like a freaking 55 gallon drum. Yeah, like that's the diameter, the girth of this thing. And it was within, I don't know that the shark was coming after Booger, but they were within 40, 50 yards each other. That's the last time that I used a dog in the ocean. I've told people, I've had a couple people bring dogs, told them about that experience, and they're like, we'll be fine, and we haven't run into any issues again. But I don't know.
You almost want to just the answer is no.
Yeah, pretty much. And it is, I guess ultimately, I think I said this to you the other day when we talked about this, when specifically my incident with seeing that shark, I truly felt like irresponsible to a degree because both Coot and Diamond, they love to do it. As long as the bird were dead, man, I let them swim forever out there. Yeah. Like I just never really, And I had people question me all the time. Aren't you worried about sharks? Aren't you worried about sharks? Like, yeah, no, it's wintertime. And
yeah. I would, and I have said it recently, but, I would say social media just has brought so much awareness about things you may have crossed your mind, but you just hear about so many more things these days.
Well, I was talking to Matt Mumford the other morning. He commercial fishes, and actually Wawa, and we were talking about, he's out there fishing, and he brought up to me, he's like, hey man, you know how many sharks are underneath of you? He's net fishing for a kingfish, I think. And I was like, yeah man, and we talked about, I don't know if the incident had already happened or not. Or I quickly told him about I don't know if the Nova Scotia had happened yet, or I don't think that it had. And I went and told him quickly it was third week of December kind of thing. And he told me roughly, around Jaws, 1976, that movie, that's when great whites, the moratorium on catching great whites. He says he got a thing from the USGS the other day. Like there's an imbalance now of actually great white sharks because nobody has been catching them and killing them. And for how many every year? Was that 40 some years?
Yeah.
50 some years?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe more than that, right?
I'd have to look it up. Yeah.
30, so 50 some years. 40, late, whatever, 40-ish.
Yep.
Going into 50 years that they have not been killed, legally. I'm sure some of them, get caught in that here and there. But anyway, his point was that like there's kind of actually they're starting to look at, well, maybe there's not too many of them, but proportionately. Like
tigers and the ones that were able to be fished, like thrashers.
Oh, Mako.
Yeah, Mako, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, regardless, it's a sucky story, and I don't want to read it. So I have not read it. So.
Yeah, sympathies and condolences out to that pet owner.
Yeah, I don't even think about it. All right, love.
All right.
We'll see if we can't get a couple more of these done. I want to get G off aboard. Starman. We'll talk about Starman, whatever that's all about. And the Greenland goose, Denmark Greenland goose banner. See if we can't get him on while we're here. And maybe we get Paulie aboard. I think we'd do better with Paulie here than over at Maggie's.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Yep.
If for nothing else, it'd be easier. Less logistically.
Yeah.
It would be easier to do here. Yep. So a little bit more content. I hope. We've always had good internet here. And I don't know, maybe it's like our bad luck or our lack of luck, internet luck is following us. But I'm not so sure. I don't know. I'm sure
just maybe too many people using it too much.
Well, but I've uploaded YouTube stuff in the past year and never had an issue. Oh, it's Starman. Oh, all right, time out. Oh. All right.
And we're back.
We are back. That was Robbie Shaw, just a great guy. We've always enjoyed Robbie. He loves the duck hunt. We need to get him on real quick.
Yeah, that was
Just to talk
some
about
history of Shaws.
Talk about Shaws. Their history here is well, he would tell you, as I remember, 1848 or 49 was the first time that somebody really came from Charlottetown and came out here and stayed. But then I guess officially 1860 was Shaw's Hotel and Cottages. So.
Special place.
It is. All right, love, we got to keep our day rolling and keep this thing going. So
okay.
All right, we appreciate you following along with us. Thank you very much. This is the Pitboss Podcast brought to you by Molly's Place Sporting Goods. As always, thinking of you we are. Boom, boom.